Yep.
What is your understanding of it as
So
far as
so crypto to me is kind of like gold. It might do great. It might go up
yes?
like crazy, but it's something that I don't quite understand. It's not something that I personally would find any
Yeah,
value in. So it's hard for me to invest with confidence and say yes. I think this is going to be a big
yeah.
deal in the future because it's not a big deal to me now, and I don't see it being a big deal to me in the future. Um, so
Uh,
like
but
gold, it might
it's
go
just the
higher, but it's
IMF
gonna
that you're saying that they were talking about it.
yeah. And look, I mean, it's not to say that it's not a
They were
legitimate thing and that it won't be a big thing. I could be completely wrong on this. I just don't understand it, and so I'm not willing to touch it.
right.
It's the same reason that like I don't
Yeah.
invest in gold because gold is it's not a currency. The industrial slash jewelry value of gold is not anywhere near what the price of gold is, and so you're just betting that somebody else is going to pay you more for that gold. You know what I mean? Then then there is true intrinsic value.
Uh-huh.
So it's the same thing with Bitcoin. Yeah, so it might go up, and in fact, it's gone up quite a bit. I mean, at the lows, it was what, like 3 grand, and now it's 19.
Oh, Bitcoin. I know. No, I think it was. I think when it first came out, it was like $160.
Right. So clearly
It's at
it's
19 now, almost 20,000.
yeah, clearly there's an opportunity that I missed.
Well, also, yeah,
But if it
yeah,
happened again, I would
yeah,
miss
me
it
too.
again.
I mean, I remember when it first came out. I was like, I started delving into it because I've heard a couple people like on Twitter and stuff like that, like that I've been following, like XLM, XRP. That's what you want to invest in. It's basically because Bitcoin, from my understanding, my wife has a coworker who is very much into cryptocurrency and
Right.
has been. She says I don't know if he's an Egyptian Coptic or something like that. I think that was it. She goes, I don't know, I don't understand what he's talking about. He's very like knowledgeable, like research this stuff is crazy. And he got into Bitcoin, 20 when it first came out. So like, oh, that guy must be loaded if he put it.
Yeah. Yeah, I have some buddies at work who are big time into it also. Who very
Hello, I'm still here.
yeah. Can you hear me?
But uh, the difference, the thing from what I understand with Bitcoin is it's a very slow process as far as transferring money. Uh, um, Basically, what it is, from my understanding, was a Coinbase, a Stellar XRP, was traditionally if you want to send money to to the country, to your parents, wherever, your parents are in Italy or China or whatever, you want to send money to them, right? It's a whole. You got to go through this process. You got to go through that process. It goes through that. You got to pay this fee, that fee. It's a whole long. It could take 3, 4, 5 business days
Right.
for them to get that money. And then once it goes through the channels, you pay an extra $100 per $1,000, whatever it is. So with Bitcoin, you can change over to Bitcoin or uh, XLM currency, and it's a small fee. It's like 99 cents, and within 5 seconds, it's in their bank. It's in their app, and then they can go to the bank because now banks are accepting this crypto stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain. Then they can just go to the bank and take out the money that was there
Right.
without using all this fee. So it's kind of like that. Bitcoin they said it takes a little bit longer. It takes usually like 10 minutes to do all that process. I mean, 10 minutes compared to, and I think they said it's not as secure because it's using an older technology. I still don't understand I kind of said, let me play around with it a little bit. Let me get a little understanding of it. So a little research. I said I want to sit down with this guy and kind of have him explain to it, at least his knowledge, what it is.
Yeah.
Because even like that, it's like it's digital. It's like it's a made up fiat currency. It's like, what is it?
Right.
It's the internet.
It's
not
made
even
up.
gold.
And so, is there truly value there? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's the idea that but you know what is interesting is Iran just came up with a cryptocurrency that's backed by gold, and they got into this whole thing now too. I don't know if you heard about that.
Mm-mm. And that's the other problem. There's so many cryptocurrencies. Which one do you buy?
Right.
So, like, guys at work, they own like 3 or 4 different ones.
Who?
People I know from work.
Yeah. There was two of them that I've heard recently. A lot of different people bringing it up as XRP and XLM. I believe XRP is more for banks and financial institutions.
Okay.
And XLM is more of a personal, like, peer-to-peer.
Right.
So, but it's kind of interesting stuff. I mean, maybe this guy, because he's done the research and it's been probably 15 years that he's involved with it. Maybe he's able to explain to me and break it down to me in a more simplistic manner.
Yeah, like I said,
I can understand gold at least. I can understand gold. It's a precious metal. You know, you get it in coins, and you can trade with that. You can buy things. It has value to it.
For thousands of years, people have traded in gold as currency.
In
right?
Gold, silver. I mean, silver is probably even a better asset to own than gold because it's more affordable and the way it's spiked is it's done a lot better than gold.
Right.
So silver has.
Yeah.
And you're not paying, $1,500, $2,500. It's I think maybe a few years ago maybe it was at $50 an ounce, and now it's at $100 and something dollars.
Right.
Or whatever it is. So, but basically, I mean, from I also understand with the IMF, what they said that basically, they've been printing money for so long that they pretty much hit a brick wall. There's no more, they can't dig themselves out of this printing money business anymore. And that the coronavirus, they were saying, I don't know if did you listen to the YouTube? Because the guy that put it in a post, he goes, there's 70 billion people on this planet, and this financial institution put this out there, and it's only got like 1,700 views. So everybody's looking in this direction. Meanwhile, all the power players are doing this. Then he was like, he posted the video out, and I watched it for the 45 minutes I can stomach it. And, there's certain things I was like, okay, like, what does that mean? Like, at the end was New World Order. This is the New World Order, and the other thing was, kind of like we hit a brick wall with printing money. Can't do that anymore. And the coronavirus hasn't been able for us to implement basically this new world order in a way because they said that they weren't able to. They were wanting to implement this 5 to 10 years from now, but because of the virus, they're still not able to trace people's. They put a system in place, I guess, to trace people's wealth and transactions. I guess through credit cards and debit cards and banking, because everything's tied together. And there's still a big population that they said that they don't have data for.
Mm-hmm.
So they're looking to, I guess, get more of that data. A lot of it is that, and this is where we talk about fintech.
Yeah, like
So it's
this.
kind of interesting, but
Yeah, not an area of
so
expertise for me for sure.
yeah. But what about nobody at work? None of them, well they do, but they don't really understand it. Well,
No,
everybody does. I don't
so
know.
people at work, they some of them are invested in this stuff. And they've talked about it and they love it. Well, they loved it when it spiked, and then they didn't love it so much when it tanked. Now that it's back up again,
Right.
the thing that always makes me a little leery is when your cab driver asks you what you do, and I say finance and investments, and then they start asking me about Bitcoin. I know it's time to get out. You know what I mean? I know it's time that it's just too,
Okay, let me out over here. Let me out over here.
yeah, that's it. I'm out. And so there was just
Yeah.
such a fervor about it. It was so and I don't know. Now it's spiked again. Who knows why? Like why? At least when
Yeah.
you buy a
Well-
stock like Apple, the stock goes up for
Right.
Apple because they as a company are making more money, and you as a
Right,
shareholder get a little piece of that, right?
Right.
But Bitcoin, why does it go up? No idea.
Why? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was seeing like XLR was like at what was it? It was like $2-3, and it tanked to 20 cents.
Right.
And now people are buying it again. They're looking now. They're saying it's going to go up to $5. So that's their prediction. It's
Right.
going to go by next year. It's going to go up to $2, and then 5 years from now it's going to go to $5, $10. You know?
Right. But here's my question is why? Again with a company, you can say, oh, because I think Apple's going to make more money. That's why I think that's why the stock is going to go up. But, with cryptocurrency, why?
I guess a lot of it. I guess a lot of it is because everything is so digitalized, right? People are using their wallets. People are using this. So we're getting away from dollars, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, partly, yes. That's
In a
part of
way.
the argument. You know,
And also, again, like I was saying, I explained it from what I understood about the transferring of money instead of going to MoneyGram, sending money overseas or to somebody that that you're looking to pay. You want to send them $2,000, we got to pay another $250, and it takes a week to get over there. Where now I can just transfer it over to in crypto, 99 cents, and it transfers over. Why, I don't know. And digital at that point.
yeah, that makes sense, but like, I'm not gonna risk my cryptocurrency
Yeah.
going down by 20% by the time by the time I put money into the
Yeah.
crypto, and then by the time mom gets
I
it,
definitely
right?
would have put like $100,000 into crypto.
Yeah. So,
But yeah, no, I'm interested to see what this guy's thought is, and
Yeah.
I mean, if he's done his research, but I'm curious, and hopefully he can understand it all, and then I guess maybe pass it along to you and get your take on it.
yeah, I know it's something like my boss, who's got, tons of money, always looking for more places to invest. He's not a believer.
Right.
Now, not to say that he's right. He's been wrong before.
Yeah.
But I just I don't understand it, so I don't invest in it.
Yeah. No, that's why, like, for me, even, like, when it first came out, like, yeah, but it's made up money. It's not even real. Like, that's why I never got into it. And then the thing just ballooned. I'm like, 19,000. I said, it's like Amazon. I said, what if, if I had just put in $5,000 just back then, what, forget it. I would have, right now, 18,000, okay, I'll cash out.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yep.
I don't have to wait till it goes to 30,000.
My problem is, if I would have bought it at 140, I would have been out at 500.
Yeah.
There's no way I would have waited this long. I wish,
Yeah.
obviously it would have been the right call, but I'm always too quick on the trigger.
Yeah, no. But, alright, so I'm gonna find out about that, and I don't think there was anything. Yeah. Else.
That's right. Yep. But at this point, right? Yes. At this point, you're going to be paying off the HELOC. Well, you could right after you close, you could pull the HELOC again, and then
Yeah. I noticed there was
Hey, sorry, must have lost you.
um,
Still there? Hey,
hey.
sorry, I'm calling you from my work phone.
All right, cool. I forgot what I was saying. What's the last thing I said? Oh, the S&P 500.
Yes.
I saw that on. My whole thing is, do I take, or do I wait till after everything, the dust settles with the election, and see what happens if the I don't think it's happened. Then that's when I should go and really matter. You buy not high.
Yeah, I would like to see, and again, like I'm pretty well invested in the stock market right now.
Right.
But that's money that's been in there for a long time. So if it goes down 10, 20%, no big deal, right? Because it's you know, I've got big time gains in it.
Right.
So, but new cash to me, like, I don't know, the higher the market goes, the riskier it is, right?
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm a little bit nervous to recommend you going into the market now at all time highs.
Right now. Okay.
So I'd like to see it pull back a little bit, and then you get in.
And then, so how would that work? Let's just say.
Sam, I don't know if it's my phone or yours. Can I try to call you back on your home phone?
1 minute. Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, can you call me from your home phone on this number? Hey. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's better.
All right. Good. Yeah. So you're hesitant in me going right now. So my question was, in order for me to, I guess, do this whole stock, going in the stock, you got to wait a year. So if I was to, let's say, the timing is not right now, and sometime in March is when I get in, I got to wait now until March, correct?
That's right. which is fine. Like I'd rather see you get in with a good entry point than, because like hopefully as you begin investing, this is not this is a long-term thing. This is something that
Yeah.
every year, as opposed to putting 10 grand in cash into the offering plate, you put stocks into the offering plate, and then you put 10 grand into stocks every year. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. But then how would that work? For I put the 10 grand, and it happens at March. So now I'd have to just first year then I'd have to just do the traditional way, just give them the cash.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Which is no big deal.
Yep. That's what you would have done anyway.
Right. So, but at least I'm a year in. Okay, so I'm gonna hold off. So I just I put everything in the credit union. They're probably licking their chops when they saw that check come in. He's only getting 0.5% interest.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's why bonds at all-time highs, stocks at all-time highs. Where are you supposed to put your money right now?
And the interest rates are, which is really a shame too, even for like older people, seniors that are retired, they're making no money.
Exactly. They thought they could retire on a certain amount of money, and then now here you are, and you're not getting the income that you need, right? So.
Right.
On one hand, it's helpful for some people, like you refinancing your mortgage, but for other people, it's tough.
It's tough. Yep. I just wanna, who knows? I just wanna do the right thing and not have to, and enjoy a little bit, even if I don't live like a king.
Right.
And my family, my kids are doing well.
Right.
And they're walking with the Lord. That's the bottom line.
Right.
That's
right. We just want to be good
matters.
stewards.
What's that?
We just want to be good stewards.
And good. Yep. So, no, thanks. Thanks for everything.
Yeah.
I know I pick your brain a lot.
No, listen, I'm happy to do it. This is very, very close to, I follow this on a day-to-day basis.
I don't know if you enjoy it. Like it's funny because there's some people that they love finance. They love their job.
Yep.
Like me, electrical, I couldn't care less. It's like I have the total. It's like, ugh. But I do. It pays the bills.
Yeah. I know for me, when I was a kid, my brother and sister got so tired of playing Monopoly with me that I used to play by myself.
That's funny.
Because, and like, it's, on one hand, it's what I'm interested in. I probably think way too much about money and strategize and that sort of thing.
Right.
But on the flip side, like, as long as I keep it in check and as long as I do, use it for the Lord, then it can be a strength. But it can also be a very, big time flaw for me in that I think about money too much.
Right.
So I have to be careful with it.
I mean, from the outside, when I see it, when outside looking in is maybe for certain people it could look that way, but then they don't really know you.
Yeah.
And the time that they give in, they're looking at the cover and not looking at what you do on the day to day.
Yeah.
And for the kingdom. So.
Yeah, but
I think it's a pretty good balance.
Yeah, so just to say, I do enjoy it. I think about it a lot for myself personally.
Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like you enjoy it. You have a passion about it, but your passion is obviously on something else at a higher level. But as far as this is concerned, it's interesting for you. It's how God created your mind.
Right. But it's like anything. Any sin is a perversion of the good gift of God, right?
Right.
So I just want to make sure that I'm not perverting
I would think if how it would be perverted maybe towards certain ways. like, Brother Ernie said, I guess there's two ways you can pervert it. Was one where when the family that were going faithful to church every day, this and that, and then they struck oil, and then they go by the church and say, oh, goodbye, God, we don't need it, we struck oil, we struck rich.
Yeah, right.
Right? So you have that side, or you have the other side of, with not only with that you struck it rich, and you're great, but now you're just like cutting everybody's legs off so that you can be the top dog.
Right.
And that you're not trying to give back and help other people say, look, I know it's a little bit, I think about this, but, this is what I would do, this is the direction I would go, and you give help.
Right.
And, which, maybe the other guy would say, yeah, okay, I'll manage, or I'll do it, and greed would set in and take their money, or whatever the case may be, or not want to help them at all.
Right.
So I think it's a good balance.
Yeah, I just need a. So just to.
Anything can be like that.
Yeah.
I can get like that with certain things.
Yeah.
With me, it's sometimes it's politics. I enjoy it.
Mhm.
I don't believe. I don't get worried about it.
Right. But it's fun for you.
I just enjoy. I just love talking about it because it's like so fascinating.
Yep. Yep.
And just to kind of like I've been talking just nonsense, and it's like,
it's fun.
it's like just twisting all these different theories and possibilities. It's like, oh man, so even like with guys at work, it's like, but it's exciting. It's fun.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I don't let it kind of. I mean, some people they panic.
Yeah.
I have some guys at work. They're like, yeah, I'm getting stocking up everything, ammo.